Hello dear students, hope all of you are fit and fine. Today we will be meeting in the live class after a gap, I would say. And I hope you have done really well in your last examination. So from now onwards we will be learning new things, new chapters will be discussed, and we need to keep in mind what? The next examination, that is annual examination. Okay, new things will be learned, will be discussed, keeping in mind that examination. Okay, today we are going to discuss 3 chapters. Don't be shocked, don't feel like 3 chapters. No, these are short chapters, and above all you are going to get the whole week to watch the whole video. I have done long videos previously also, and you have been okay with this. If you are facing any problem, do let me know in the live class. Okay, but you are going to get the whole week. Take your time, watch the whole video, go through the chapters, solve the worksheets, then I will provide and discuss the answers. So I don't think you are going to face any problem. As usual, the video is going to be a little bit long. The first chapter that we will be discussing today is articles, page number 34. Now, what is article? It is not one of those 8 parts of speech. No. Article, you already know which things are named as articles. Which are those? 3 things are there. A and the. Okay. A and the. These 3 things, these 3 words, I would say, these are known as articles. Now, a and an. How do we use them? There is a glass. There is an egg. I am going to buy a mango. I am going to buy an egg. In this way, we use a and an. And the sun rises in the east. The earth revolves round the sun. In this way, we use the. There are other examples also. These are just few examples, nothing else. Okay, we will discuss about their usage. But one thing you have to be, I think you are very much sure about, that is, whenever we use a, we use that before a singular noun. And when can we say a noun is singular or plural? When the noun is countable, or you can just count it in number. Okay, you cannot say a water. You can say a glass of water. Why can't we say a water? Because water is not countable. It is uncountable. So you cannot use a or an before uncountable nouns. You can use these things only before countable nouns, and particularly a and an, these 2 articles, they are used before singular nouns. Singular means countable, and before singular nouns only we can use a and an. We cannot say, like, let me take the marker, wait a second, an egg. This is okay, we are talking about one egg only, or a horse. We are talking about one horse only. We cannot say a horses. Is it correct? No. Even if you don't know about article, you can say that this is incorrect. We cannot say things like a horses. A horse only. Okay, this is not done. And eggs, can we say? No. Only before singular countable nouns. I mean singular noun only. Before singular noun we can use these 2 articles. Another thing is there, that when we are talking about a horse, any horse it can be, but a singular one. But any horse, we are not particularizing any horse, right? In case of an, the same thing. That is why these 2 articles, see, they are called They are indefinite articles. Okay, on the other hand, it can be used both before singular, plural, uncountable nouns. Right now I am talking about countable nouns. Later on I will talk about the usage of the before uncountable nouns also. Right now I am concentrating on singular nouns, countable nouns only. The eggs, the egg, both are correct. It can be used before singular, it can be used before plural also. Okay, that is, and another thing is there, when you are using the before a noun, you are particularizing a single noun. Not single, I mean a particular noun, like the horse means a particular horse you are talking about. Singular is the wrong word here. The particular horse you are talking about. That's why you are using the before it. You are particularizing that noun. That's why the is the definite article. A and an, they are indefinite articles and the is the definite article. Okay, remember this because it is particularizing the noun, and a and an, they are not particularizing any noun. That is why this difference. Okay, and another difference was there. What did I say? That a and an, they can be used only before singular nouns. Okay, on the other hand, it can be used both before singular and plural nouns. Okay, now at first we will learn about the usage of a. We use the indefinite articles a and an before countable in the singular number. See, I am not explaining this again. I have already explained this. I hope you understood. Any query you can ask me in the live class, you already know. We use a before a countable noun in the singular number beginning with a. Now, what is the difference between a and an? We have come to know about the difference between a and the. Now, what is the difference between a and an? Where to use a, where to use an? We use a before singular nouns that start with consonantal sound. Listen to me very minutely, not consonants only, consonantal sound. So the sound is more important than the letter here. Okay, yes, in most of the cases, whenever we see consonant, we use a before it. But consonantal sound is more important. When you will learn about the exceptional words, then you will understand why this consonantal sound, this term has been used. Normally though we use a before consonant, like a horse, a mango, a bag, a helmet, a chair. But when we are using one rupee coin, we should use an because, okay, let me tell you, an is generally used before vowels, but vowel sounds are more important. So don't remember that we use an before vowels. You just remember an is used before singular nouns that start with vowel sounds, not vowels. Why I am saying so? First of all, see, university, A-E-I-O-U. These are the 5 vowels. So basically, according to the rule that we generally think about, that before vowel we use an. This is not correct, as I am saying, and it has been mentioned in your book also. Vowel sound, consonantal sound, these are important. University starts with U, it is a vowel, so we can use an before it. No, it is wrong. See, a university, a European, a 1 rupee note, a one-eyed man. Why? The words university, European, these begin with vowels U and E. But both these words are pronounced with the U sound. Okay, you try to pronounce it on your own, you will easily understand. So the sound is more important. Y-O-O. Okay, this creates a consonantal sound. So we cannot use an before it. Because it starts with a consonantal sound, we will go for a, not an. Similarly, generally an egg, see, I am running out of examples. An apple, an axe, these things. Okay, an ant. These things are there. Okay, but sometimes we will face some words which starts with a vowel letter but not with a vowel sound. See, an honest person. Honest. H-O-N-E-S-T. H is a consonant. Then what should we do? Should we place a before honest? No. Honest. It starts with a vowel sound. Honest. Not honest. Okay. That is why we will use an before it. There are some exceptional words mentioned in your book like an hour, an honest servant, an honorable man. You need to remember these with more importance. As I always say, everything in grammar is important. You need to read each and every word. You need to understand each and every word. But exceptional cases, they are more important. Note the use of indefinite article a with the following words. A noise, a pity, a bad cold. The children are making a noise. Before noise you cannot use the, you cannot use an, a noise. This is always certain. A noise. Okay. What a pity. What the pity? No. What an pity? No. What a pity. These things are there to be remembered only. Okay, you need to memorize these things. I can't explain, these can't be explained. There is no rule. You just need to memorize these things. Okay? After that, you need to solve the exercise. Then we will discuss. Now we will read the usage of the. First one. Before any noun, when we want to particularize it. As I said, sometimes we use two sentences. I have a bag, full stop. The bag is given by my mother. So in the first sentence, I am talking about a general bag that I have. In the next sentence, I am particularizing the bag that I have mentioned in the previous sentence. I have a bag, a general bag. The bag means the bag that I have talked about in the previous sentence is given by my mother. So when you want to particularize anything, you use the before that noun. The cow is running. It means you are particularizing a cow. Okay. That you can see and you can talk. You are talking about that cow only, not any general cow. Okay, next one. With superlatives, I am not going to explain this. During while we were learning the degree of adjectives, we have learned that before the superlative degree, we need to use the. Okay, the first boy in the class. First, this is the superlative degree, or this is the best camera I have ever bought. So, the best is the superlative degree. So, you are using the before this. Next, there are some words like next, only, last, first. Memorize these words. First, last, next, only. Before these words, you need to use the, not only, and only the. With a common noun, when the noun represents the whole class, the dove is a very gentle bird. The dove means you are not talking about, read the whole sentence, you will understand. The dove is a very gentle bird. You are not talking about a particular dove. Okay, I know we use the when we particularize a noun, but read the whole sentence, you will understand the meaning. Here, the dove means all the doves. Okay. The class of dove, the species of dove, I would say. Okay, you are talking about the whole dove class. Okay, the bird dove, not a particular dove. All the doves are gentle, you mean, through this sentence. Next, with such nouns as earth, moon, sun, sky, etc., you need to use the before them. Actually, about this, I felt like I learned in my childhood the things that is there a single one in the whole world, like the sun, the earth. There is not a second one, no second one of these things. We use the before them. I learned it in this way. Okay, that's why I am sharing. Okay, next one with the names of rivers, seas and ocean. Go through the examples. The Narmada falls into the Arabian Sea. So before the name of river, you can see they have used the before the name of sea also. You know, these things you need to memorize. Right now, if you are reading this, I don't know whether you learned these things in 5th standard also, but if you are learning these things for the first time or for the second time also, I am sure that you have forgotten everything. That is natural. So you just try to memorize these things now. Through practicing and practicing, you can, you don't need to memorize the rule. It will be kind of, the rules will be internalized kind of through practicing. If you keep on practicing, the rules will be internalized. Okay, and it will come out spontaneously. Alright. With the names of mountain ranges, the Himalayas lie in the north of India. North. Okay, before north, west, east, south, you need to use the before them also. It was difficult to cross the Alps. So before mountain ranges, you need to use the. With the names of holy books, the Ramayana, the Mahabharata. Okay, in this way. With the names of trains, ships, aeroplanes, etc. The Rajdhani Express, the name of a train. The Air India, I guess, I don't know properly. So before the names of these things, aeroplane, train, ships, etc. With the names of now this one is important. With the names of countries, if the name includes a common noun. So only before the country's names, if the name of that country includes a common noun. How? The UK, United Kingdom. Now kingdom, okay. After that, USA, United States. States is a common noun. In this way, whenever you will find a common noun in the name of a country, you can use the before them. Okay, but this condition should be fulfilled. You need to find a common noun inside the name. With the names of newspapers, okay, the Indian Express, the Anand Bazar, in this way. With the names of well-known buildings, the Taj Mahal, the Red Fort. Now, omission of the article where we do not need to use article. That is also a very important thing to remember. No article is used with proper nouns like Ashok was a kind ruler. The Ashok was a kind ruler. Do you find it right, or does it sound good? No. New Delhi is the capital of India. No, you cannot use the before a proper noun. No article is used with abstract nouns. I am not going to explain abstract noun. Rather, I am going to ask you about abstract noun in today's live class. Do remind me. If you have forgotten, you have time, go and check immediately. It has been discussed already long ago. No article is used with such nouns as gold, silver, water. Material nouns. You know about material nouns? The nouns that indicate material. Okay, those are named as material nouns. Gold, silver, these things. Bronze, these things. Before them you cannot use the. Now note the following important things are there. The first one, whenever a noun, any kind of noun, doesn't matter, is particularized, we have to use the definite article. The definite article, the, we need to use any kind of noun it can be. That is why in the beginning I was saying that now I am talking about the countable nouns. Well, I was discussing about the usage of the, but it can be used before uncountable nouns also. When you are particularizing that uncountable noun, the water of Ganga, the river Ganga is known to be holy. Okay, the water in this tank is contaminated. So you are talking about the water of a particular tank. Okay, so you are particularizing the water of that tank only. So you can use the, but another sentence, water is essential for life. Any particular water is essential for life? No, the water of this tank is essential for life. Does it make any sense? No, any water, general, water is essential for life. So you need to understand the meaning of the sentence also. Then only you can use the appropriate article. Okay, so be careful when you are using an article. It is not complex, but if you do not go through the whole sentence minutely, it can, it can be a trap. Okay, it can be tricky. Second one, when we say English, it means English, the English language. But when we say the English, it means the English people. This is very important. So when you are saying I know I'm acquainted with the English. So the English people you are talking about here. But I know English. It means you are talking about the English language. The English means the English people. Okay, and English means only English means English language. Before that you need not use any the. Okay, now solve the worksheet. If you are having any query, ask me in today's live class or on the next day, no problem. Now we will discuss page number 122, a very short chapter, conjunctions, and then the interjections. So is very short. I mean the shortest chapter, I guess. Okay, so conjunctions and interjections both are, I mean I cannot say one of, because we are talking about two things. So they are two of those 8 parts of speech. Okay, first one, conjunctions. A conjunction is a part of speech or a word used to join words, group of words or sentences. Okay, Anne and Lucy are sisters. Anne is simple, but basically conjunction or joining words, they help us to join group of words, words with words or sentences, these kind of things. And maybe some of you are not aware of the name of conjunction, but when I will start explaining, you will feel like, oh, these are named as conjunctions. We already know about this. Okay, this is very easy, don't worry. Listen to me minutely, it will become easy for you. I hope. I will try to make it easy for you. I cannot guarantee, but I will try my best. Anne and Lucy are sisters. Anne is simple, but Lucy is clever. Anne gets punished, although the mischief is done by Lucy. In these sentences, the words and, but and although have been used, and these are the conjunctions. Why? Because see, Anne and Lucy are sisters. And Anne and Lucy, these two words have been joined with the help of the word and. So what did we learn in the definition? That conjunction is a word, it is one of the parts of speech, and it helps us to join words or sentences or group of words. See how it is joining. I have explained one example. Other examples you try to explain on your own and you try to understand why but and although these have been called conjunctions. You try to explain the other two sentences, you will easily understand. Okay. Now in point B, you have been given some examples, quite a few examples, 12 examples, a lot. So you need to go through all the sentences. You will find many examples of conjunctions like when, before, while, since, because, unless, although, and, but. So many examples are there. After that, you complete exercise 1, but don't touch exercise 2 before going through the rest of the chapter. After going through point B, you can solve exercise 1, but my suggestion is don't touch exercise 2 now. At first go through rest of the chapters, listen to me carefully, and then you solve exercise 2, okay, along with other exercises. Joining sentences with the help of conjunctions. First one, and. Where do we use and? You already know. When we try to add one statement to another. See the first one, Anne and Lucy are sisters. Two words have been joined. I will go there, you will go there. If we join these two statements, what will it be? The answer, I and you will go there. Okay, this will be the ultimate statement. If we join these two sentences, the examples given in your book, I want some bread to eat, I want some milk to drink. So if we join these two sentences, I want some bread to eat and some milk to drink. We can say I want some bread to eat and I want some milk to drink, but it sounds very awkward. So try to omit the same words. Okay, the same words, don't repeat them when you are joining two sentences. Okay. So and is used to join two general statements. Next, but. But is used also, as it is also a conjunction, it is also used to join sentences, join two ideas. But what kind of ideas? Contradictory ideas. You know what is contradictory? I cannot say opposite. Means the concepts are kind of contradictory. They do not match with each other. Opposite and contradictory, they are not same things. That's why I cannot use the word opposite. Okay, let me give you an example. You will understand why I am saying this. See, in exercise 3, the first one I am taking. The first one I am taking. The driver applied the brakes. The train stopped. In case of and, what happens? The driver applied the brakes. So what should it cause? Because of that, the train should have stopped. This only has been stated here. The driver applied the brakes, full stop, the train stopped. Okay, everything is okay. This should have happened. This has happened only. This has happened only. So the driver applied the brakes and the train stopped. No problem. Second one, the driver applied the brakes, full stop, the train did not stop. But when the driver applied the brake, the train should have stopped, na? But no, it did not happen. So this is the contradictory idea. The driver applied the brakes, but the train did not stop. Are these opposite things? No, not opposite. No, opposite means bad, good. These are opposite ideas. But these are contradictory ideas. Something should have happened, but no, something else happened. This is called contradictory idea. So what will be the answer? The driver applied the brakes, but the train did not stop. If I would have said the driver applied the brakes and the train did not stop, does it sound right? Does it mean anything? No, no. So try to understand the meaning. Go through both the sentences, read both the sentences minutely and try to understand the meaning. What the question maker is trying to say. And then answer the question. You will be definitely correct. Okay, solve the other answers after understanding the concept, the basic concept. Next one, or. Whenever we give any option, we talk about any selection, we use this particular or. Tea or coffee? Tea or cold drinks? This one, do or die, means this or that. Whenever we give, we talk about something, choosing an option with this. We use this conjunction or. Okay, to express a choice. See, you should leave the room, full stop. You should sit quietly. I think this is an instruction by librarian. Okay, so you should leave the. Okay, here you can use either or also. You can either leave the room or you should sit quietly. You can take tea, full stop. You can take coffee. You can take tea or coffee. Anyone. Tea and coffee means you can take both. But tea or coffee means you are talking about a single one, not both. Okay. Next one, although and though. They they are used just in the way but is used. Okay, to say something, to indicate something contradictory. The way but is used, although and though are also used in the same way. Like, though I was sick, I did not miss the school. So when I was sick, what is the general idea? I should have missed the school, but I did the contradictory thing. Though I was sick, I did not miss the school. So whenever you are talking about anything contradictory statement, you can use though. Okay? Or although, same thing, no problem. After that, because, as, since. These three words, these three conjunctions are used when you are talking about a reason and you are stating the consequence also. Because I was late, I got punished. So where do we need to use because? You can use as and since also in place of because. Any one. Before the reason, you use these words. Any of these words. Before the reason. It is not like because I was punished, I was late. It means something which is completely different and completely nonsense. Okay, because I was late, this is the reason, na? I was late. That is why before the reason you need to use this. Since I was late or as I was late, comma, I was punished. And the comma, the use of comma is very much important here. Okay, otherwise it sounds awkward. Punctuation is important. Now we will learn about punctuation in another class. Don't worry. So because, as, since, they are used in the same way. So you can pick any one. Okay, because, or as, or since, not and. Because, as, since I was ill. Don't use three at the same time. Okay. Next, if and unless. This is something interesting. Okay. Listen to me carefully. If, unless, these conjunctions suggest condition. Okay. From exercise 7, I am taking an example. You should exercise regularly, full stop. You will keep fit. Yes. If you exercise regularly, so before the condition you are using the word if. Okay. If you If you exercise regularly, comma, you will keep fit. But if the same sentence I write with unless, the word pattern will not remain same like other cases. No. Unless you exercise regularly, you will not keep fit. In unless, there is a sense of no. Okay, so to keep the meaning intact, you will have to use a negative word in the other part also. Okay, so before the condition, you will have to use if or unless, and according to the meaning, you will have to use no, or you will have to omit no in the next part. Again, you can drive a car, full stop. You should have a driving license. If you drive a car, you should have a driving license. Now, if I use unless you have a driving license, you cannot drive a car. In this way, the meaning is remaining intact. So ultimately, whenever you are joining two sentences, suppose I have given one sentence with but and I am asking you to rewrite it by using though or although, you can rewrite the sentence, you can join the sentence, you have to follow the instruction, but you have to remember ultimately whatever you are rewriting, you cannot change the meaning of the question. I mean the sentence that has been given in the question. You cannot change the meaning. The meaning should remain totally intact. Now what to omit? Not unnecessarily, don't omit anything. Okay, don't omit anything unnecessarily. So now what to omit, what to bring, that's up to you. That you need to understand. How will you understand it? Only by practicing. Trust me, only by practicing. You solve the whole exercise. Okay? Within the next 7 days, you solve the whole exercise. Then we will discuss about this. In today's live class also we will discuss. Don't worry. Some examples will be, some exercises, some questions of the exercise, those will be discussed in today's live class only. So don't miss the live class. Now the last one, interjection. Wait a second. Sorry. So now the last one, interjection. This is again a part of speech of those, one of those 8 parts of speech. Now what is an interjection? An interjection is a word which expresses some sudden feeling. Okay. Hello, I am glad you have come. So if you remove this hello with exclamation mark, the sentence will not be changed entirely. The idea will remain same, but the kind of excitement that has been expressed because of the use of the word hello with exclamation mark, that will be missing. Yes, but the meaning will not be changed completely, right? Bravo, a great hit. So if you remove the part bravo, what will happen? The sentence will be meaningless. The sentence will be totally different. No, the kind of excitement that is there in the sentence or in the utterance of the sentence, that will be missing only. So the word interjection means thrown in. Okay, the particular word interjection, it actually means thrown in. So an interjection is a word thrown in to express some sudden feeling. So a word is thrown into the sentence to express some sudden feeling. Otherwise, it doesn't disturb the sentence at all. It doesn't change the meaning. It doesn't do anything. It is just thrown into the sentence. Why? To kind of give a sudden feeling of excitement or sudden strong feeling. Okay, that's it. We always put an exclamation mark after an interjection as it is expressing a sudden strong feeling, maybe sadness, maybe happiness, whatever it is. We need to use an exclamation mark whenever you are using an interjection after that. Carefully see the most common interjections and the feelings they express. Okay, go through these. These are important because these have been mentioned in this in your standard. Just go through these things. Hooray! It shows joy. You already know. I know. Alas shows grief. Ah shows grief. Oh also shows sadness. And oh, what a beautiful scenery. This can show wonder also. Oh, I lost the match. In this way, the word oh, it can show sadness also. So it can mention both. It can indicate both depending on the whole sentence. You need to go through the whole sentence and you will understand what it is expressing. Bravo, appreciation. Wow, obviously surprise, pleasure, not always pleasure. Wow, what a great result. Sometimes when we get 0, parents taunt us like this. Okay, they just keep on kidding. Wow, great marks. Means it is surprise. It is not pleasure. It is surprise. What? Surprise or anger? What did you say? Anger. What? You stood first in the class, so surprised. It also can show surprise. Hush. An indication to someone to be quiet. We know this. We do this among friends. Hello, a word used to greet somebody. Now the exercise of interjection is really interesting. I just loved it. There is a conversation kind of thing, but the interjections, they have not been placed properly. They are not appropriate. So you need to use appropriate interjections here. Okay, solve all these exercises. These are your homework. You can find your homeworks in your study material also. In Google form, I have not decided yet what I am going to upload. Let's see. Whatever there is, you just complete the Google form and submit it positively. Okay. Take your time, watch the whole video. If you cannot watch it today before the live class, just after the live class, whenever you get time, watch the complete video and go through the whole book. No, whole book means the whole chapters, and solve the worksheet, and then we will discuss again on the next day. No problem. It's not mandatory that today only you need to ask everything and I will not clarify your doubts on the next day. No. Okay, so bye bye. We are going to meet in the live class.